Night of the Demons. Well, in passing, I've heard of this film. I haven't really thought of like watching it or necessarily reviewing it after whole James Ralph Cinemassacres Monster Marathon kind of thing I watch. It's like, oh, that looks interesting. That seems my forte. That's my kind of thing. It seems that it's definitely inspired by Sam Raimi's work with the Evil Dead series. So hey, what the hell? So I sat down and watched it. Luckily enough, somebody put it up on YouTube. So I sat through the whole film, and I gotta say, I am disappointed. It is just wow. I'm just not saying it's horrible any matter. Just I was expecting more because I've heard people hype this film up and saying it's so good. It does something different, but I find it's just I got in this conversation with Duke Dustin about this thing of when people do homages or references or homage to other film series, it may appear off as a rip-off to some people because they're not looking. It's just the other filmmakers paying their respects to other filmmakers. In here, they really use the possession thing like they do in the Evil Dead series. The whole kind of haunted house, open the gateway to demons, and things like that nature. And I find they do it quite well in here, but they do it so much better in Evil Dead. In Evil Dead, it's so much more mind games, it's far more supernatural, it is far more gritty. And here, it really does fall under the tropes of annoying teenagers get killed. The nudity in here is not that bad. It's in the second film, it's it's off the wall, like titties everywhere. But hey, big titties. Distracted. I don't know why. In here, I find that the makeup in here is quite well. The special effects are done good. It's just how it's pulled off and how it builds up to that I find disappointing. There's no real iconic moments. There's no real kind of moments that stay with you, like in Evil Dead 2, Ash cuts off his hand, or him kicking his own ass with his possessed hand. There's nothing in here. There's nothing kind of like that hook. That's something in there that makes it. In here, it does play up in humor at some points. In here, the dialogue is very stilted and awkward. It feels like I'm watching a Power Rangers episode. Just some of the dialogue in here just comes off so unaffectionate and just stilted and just it feels like I'm watching old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Just that it has that type of dialogue that's like, why are these kids? Kids don't act like this. This is weird. And it's a fun ride, I suppose. It's of course not high art or anything to be truly respected. It's just a fun popcorn flick, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do find that it just if you're looking for probably the most stereotypical type of film you can find that is in the genre of horror, this is probably it. It really does feel like you're watching a fake horror movie. You know, when you're watching on TV, you see somebody watch a horror movie on TV while you're watching TV, and then they made up the horror movie. It's kind of like this, but in here it does have a pretty solid fan following. With Angela's character, the actress does appear in all three films as Angela Franklin, the demon bride, as it were. But I say give it a watch if you're interested. It doesn't do anything really new. It just is, you know. Yeah.